Daniel Harper was 32 years old when he disappeared. No history of violence. No criminal record. No diagnosed mental illness. He worked as a data analyst for a mid-level logistics firm. He lived alone on the 12th floor of a 12-story residential building. According to maintenance records, the building had no 13th floor. This detail becomes relevant later. On October 14th, at approximately 12:43 a.m., security footage captured Daniel entering the elevator in the main lobby. He was carrying a paper bag containing takeout food. He appeared tired. There were no visible signs of distress. The elevator doors closed at 12:44 a.m. What happened in the next 90 seconds remains unexplained. At 12:46 a.m., the elevator camera feed cut to static for exactly 7 seconds. When the image returned, the elevator was empty. No door opening was recorded on any floor. No exit was captured on hallway cameras. Daniel Harper was never seen leaving the building. 2 days after his disappearance, maintenance staff reported a complaint from a resident on the 12th floor. The resident claimed that for several minutes late at night, the elevator display panel in the hallway showed the number 13. The building, again, has only 12 floors. The complaint was dismissed as a wiring error. However, when technicians inspected the elevator system, they found no fault in the digital display module. There was no programmed 13th floor in the control software. That same evening, security personnel reviewed archived footage. They noticed something previously overlooked. At 12:45 a.m., one of the hallway cameras on the 12th floor briefly displayed a corridor that did not match the building's layout. The footage lasted less than 2 seconds. In that frame, the hallway appeared longer. The carpet shade was darker. The lighting flickered. And the apartment numbers visible on the doors began with 13. The frame was dismissed as a compression glitch, but it was archived. 3 days later, Daniel's apartment was opened by building management. There were no signs of forced entry. No struggle. His phone was not found inside. His wallet was on the kitchen counter. The takeout bag was missing. What investigators did find was writing on the living room wall. 6 words. Don't leave the hallway. The handwriting was confirmed to match Daniel's. The ink was fresh. Yet no marker was located in the apartment. There was no explanation for when or why he would have written it. 1 week into the investigation, an unusual digital artifact surfaced. A data recovery specialist analyzing Daniel's cloud storage discovered a video file. The file did not appear in his phone backup history. It was not timestamped by any known application. Yet it existed. The footage showed Daniel standing in what appeared to be his apartment hallway. However, the apartment numbers visible in the video began with 13. In the recording, Daniel slowly turned toward the far end of the corridor. Then he began stepping backward. The video cut abruptly. There was no audio. Frame-by-frame analysis revealed something else. In the reflection of the phone screen, just before the cut, a second figure was visible. The second figure was standing directly behind him. Facial recognition software confirmed a 98% match. It was Daniel. Investigators initially theorized dissociation or psychosis, but Daniel had no prior psychiatric history, no prescriptions, no documented episodes. Then a second anomaly emerged. On October 18th, 4 days after his disappearance, the elevator system recorded an internal error. The error log contained a floor call to 13. This call originated from inside the elevator car. There is no physical button labeled 13. There is no software address for floor 13. Yet the log recorded the request. The elevator traveled upward for 2 seconds, then stopped. There was no door event recorded. The security footage inside the elevator showed something disturbing. At 12:46 a.m., the same time Daniel disappeared days earlier, the elevator doors opened. The hallway outside appeared dimmer, longer, and empty. No one stepped out. The doors remained open for 11 seconds, then closed. 2 nights later, another resident reported hearing footsteps in the hallway past midnight. When she opened her door to check, the corridor was empty. But she noticed something on the wall near the ceiling. Black writing. She described it as rushed, unsteady. Maintenance removed the markings before documentation could be made. But one staff member photographed it beforehand. The words read, Attempt 18. The handwriting was again matched to Daniel Harper. There is no evidence Daniel ever left the building. There is no record of him exiting through the lobby, stairwell, or parking garage. There is no financial activity after October 14th. No communication. No digital trace. Yet the elevator logs continue to show sporadic calls to floor 13, always between 12:44 and 12:46 a.m., always lasting less than 15 seconds. The most disturbing piece of evidence remains classified in the case archive. It is a still frame captured from hallway camera 12, recorded 6 days after Daniel's disappearance. The footage shows the elevator doors opening. A man steps out. He appears disoriented. He looks around slowly, as if the hallway is unfamiliar. The timestamp reads 12:45 a.m. The man resembles Daniel Harper, but facial aging software suggests he appears slightly thinner, more fatigued. He takes 2 steps forward. Then the image distorts. The feed cuts to static. When it resumes, the hallway is empty. There is no official conclusion to case file 13-0712. The building has since replaced its elevator system. The new control panel does not allow software modifications to floor numbering. Residents no longer report seeing 13 on the display. However, archived maintenance logs show that once every few months, at approximately 12:45 a.m., the elevator still registers a brief upward movement beyond floor 12. No door event is recorded. No passenger is logged. Just a movement. Up, pause, and back down. Daniel Harper remains listed as a missing person. No body was found. No note was left. Only a sentence written on a wall. Don't leave the hallway. The sentence was removed during repainting, but according to the maintenance worker who covered it, for a moment, it looked freshly written.